This is something I've noticed the past few months.
We talked about this, I believe, because, or at least you and I did privately if we did it on the podcast. They started doing reproduction actual PC Engine HuCards.
TurboGrafx as well.
Yeah, and now they're doing the turbo chips.
Yeah. And these are available on websites. I think they usually cost in the $50 region, $40 region. And the reason I bring this up was because people are alerting me to this. I've also seen them at the convention the past weekend for sale. We'll get into the whole ethics of should conventions allow repros to be sold at conventions. I personally think no, but whatever. It can happen. But these are popping up. The good news is that these cannot be mistaken with the original.
If you educate yourself and you know what you're looking at, these don't look anything like the original. That's the key. You have to make sure you know what you're looking at, that you're not a newcomer to the collecting scene, and that you don't think you're magically getting a deal. Good news is these look like they're buy it now $55, so you're not out a ton of money. But if you know what you're looking for, these don't look anything like original cards.
They're actually, I believe, $45 from the website themselves. They're at like their website, I think it's TG16 and PC mods.com. Wow.
Oh, okay.
And they also do, it looks like SuperGrafx ones. Yeah, they're SuperGrafx ones, and they come in little like I guess almost like probably PSP size cases.
Yeah.
Which are cool. So it's good because hey, if you want to get Manual Chase, it's like $50 now. It's not like fucking $3,000 for the HuCard and manual. And like I said, they're available in like white or black and in solid color. So if you see a regular HuCard, they're in two colors usually, white on the outside and black in the middle. Mm-hmm. And plus, if you pick these up, these are heavier. These are a good amount heavier than
really?
the ones. Yeah.
I haven't held them.
So they can't be confused for those two reasons, which I appreciate. I definitely do. So if you go to the website, there's a good amount available. If this will load up ever, I can tell you about the ones available. But you can get you can even ask which ones you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say with the when we were discussing it, because my buddy did it with the PC Engine ones, you could ask them, hey, can you put this on one for me? Can you put this on one for me? And they'd gladly oblige and screen print the graphic on top for you.
Obviously, there's Magical Chase here. That's the big one.
The benefit,
Soldier Blade.
The cool thing is like if there was like a hack, like a translated version of something you wanted, they would put it on a card for you and put the graphic on it, and that way you had a physical version instead of like having to put it on an EverDrive or something.
That's a good idea. We'll get to that in a second about EverDrive. There's a picture of Bonk 3, one of the hardest, most expensive to find HuCard games. Newtopia 2 is a hard to find one. Yeah, like I said, they come in like PCP size, little
PCP size.
PCP. That's one thing I should be doing. I can wake up.
Little angel dust?
Yeah. PSP cases. My question, though, is, again, this goes back to the Repro Nintendo games. Why do that if you can just buy the flash card and then get everything? Like, you're not really collecting anymore when you're going for counterfeit items. You're not collecting. No one, real collectors, at least to me, people go, hey, shut up, you should define what are real collectors. Real collectors, by and large, don't collect counterfeits. They just don't.
Okay, fair enough. But for someone like me, let me put it this way.
You're going to spend $50 on one game when you can spend $120 or $30 and get all the games you want on a HuCard. If you're worried about real hardware, I don't just see the point. I just don't.
I don't know that I would either for other systems, but for something like PC Engine that I'm really interested in, if there was a I don't know. I can't even think of one off the top of my head. But if there was a Japanese RPG on card that I really wanted, and it had a fan translation, a really good one, and that's really all. If there was like 2 or 3, and that's all I really wanted, I probably wouldn't want an EverDrive just for 3 games. I'd probably just get a nicely packaged.
You'd rather get the nicely packaged for the translation, and you could also easily load that ROM onto your EverDrive.
Well, you have to understand, especially because keep in mind this, the EverDrives are not meant to be taken in and out of your system multiple times. They're extra thick, and this is not me shit talking Cricks, the EverDrives, or Stone Age gamers, they come with warnings that say, do not take this in and out of your system multiple times. We recommend you put this into your system once and leave it into your system.
Is it that thick?
Yeah, it will ruin your contacts. So if I'm a PC Engine collector, okay, and I want to play these 3 RPGs that have good fan translations on card, I'm not going to want to constantly be putting an EverDrive in and out along with my actual games that I'm collecting. So this does serve a purpose.
If you get an EverDrive, you just load up all the ROMs anyway. You don't have to take it out of your systems anyway.
Yeah, but it's the one system I collect for. You should understand that there are systems you collect for.
But
I don't want to load all the ROMs up.
Okay.
I'm saying there might be 3 PC Engine RPGs that I want to play in English.
Okay. All right. I don't understand it, but okay, I can see it. There's also they have these.
You don't understand? I mean, you have a gimmick. You have a gimmick reproduction, because prohibitively it costs prohibitive. I have 3 maybe RPGs that I want to play because they're language prohibitive. It just makes more sense.
But what I'm saying is I have the entire library. Yes, I have a flash card.
Yeah, but you also have a gimmick repro.
Okay. That's a whole other conversation. I got that for a review originally. You've seen that review, Ian, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I didn't know you got it for review. I thought you bought it.
Well, I did. Oh, I did buy it, but I got it for review. Anyway, so what's cool is that they actually have these dual HuCards though too for like $75. You can get 2 games on one.
Oh, that's neat.
So there's like Superstar Soldier and Soldier Blade for $75. I'm not sure if there's a menu or not. That'd be interested to see how that works. It's cool because it actually says. Also they say turbo reproduction on them too. There's no way you can confuse these. So again, it's counterfeit, but at least you can't see these resold for a lot of money. Don't bend, drop, or are subject to shock. Camera's a little off. Keep away from static electricity, heat, water, and direct sunlight. Please put back into the case after you play. HuCard. So check it out. Actually, the eBay store is the same thing. It's TG16 PC fan. And there's also the website as well for that. I will never get one of these for the most part, but I guess I can see the reason why some people could. There you go.
I'm telling you, there are exceptions here.